Last year, I reviewed the animated classic of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, get ready as I bring to you a review of the live action version from 2000 with Jim Carrey, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary today. Big Days! Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2000 Christmas fantasy dramedy known as Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Released by Universal and directed by Ron Howard, starring Jim Carrey as the title character. Of course, the film is based on Dr. Seuss's 1957 book of the same name, and the first Dr. Seuss book to be adapted into a full-length feature film. Anyway, the film also has Jeffrey Tambor, Christine Baranski, Bill Irwin, and Molly Shannon in supporting roles, as well as a young Taylor Momsen, long before she was on Gossip Girl and a ways before she became the leader of the group The Pretty Reckless as Cindy Lou Who. And the film is narrated by Anthony Hopkins. So anyway, this was a bit of a guilty pleasure. While the film got criticized for its screenplay, characters, innuendos, and dark tone and stuff, critics did praise Mr. Carey's performance and the musical score done by James Horner, which was really good, and of course the production values, particularly the makeup. This was originally the second highest grossing holiday film of all time, right behind Home Alone, until it was surpassed by the more recent 2018 animated feature of the same name. I might do a review of that next month, so stay tuned and you might get to hear that. Okay. Well, I will tell you this, that it does start out just like it. The Who's down in Whoville are just enjoying Christmas shopping and all that stuff because they loved it Christmas a whole lot. Now, of course, we all know that, of course, as the story goes, every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. Yes. Now, I have to tell you, he's absolutely very funny. Jim Carrey is as the Grinch. Yes. So he's looking now at the Who's. Like, so they want to get to know me, do they? They want to spend a little quality time with the Grinch. I guess I could use a little social interaction. Yep. Anyway. Now, for many years, nobody liked the Grinch because of his mean-spiritedness, especially at Christmas time, because, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. A 6-year-old named Cindy Lou Who believes that everyone's missing the point about Christmas by focusing too much on the gifts and the festivities and too little on the personal relationships. She soon encounters the Grinch at the post office and later discovers his tragic past. So, apparently, well, he somehow saves her even after he wraps her up and what have you. So anyway, Cindy Lou gets a little help with a little recorder and talks to all the Who's in Whoville about enjoying, the Christmas. Anyway, two elderly sisters told about how they found the Grinch, arriving in Whoville as a baby. Now, he was a timid child, and what have you, just didn't like Christmas much, but anyway, when he was a but when he was a child, he in school he had a crush on Martha May Huvier, one of the prettiest girls in his school, who showed empathy towards him. But however, Augustus Mayhew, who happens to be the mayor of Whoville, however, was jealous that Martha liked the Grinch more than him and began to mock him for having a beard. Because of this, the Grinch cut his face while attempting to shave, to which his classmates except Martha laughed at him and caused the Grinch to lose his temper and declare that he hates Christmas 110%. And fled to the top of Mount Crumpet, north of Whoville, where he took up residence. So, apparently, Cindy Lou later nominates the Grinch to be Whoville's holiday cheermeister, much to the displeasure of Mayor Mayhew. Well, Cindy climbs to Mount Crumpet to invite the Grinch to the celebration, what have you. Well, he manages to hold off intruders because he's got so much, stuff around his cave and what have you. Well, I sort of say it's a cave, but hey. Um, well, he's not liking the noise, what's going on and what have you. I love when when Cindy Lou gets his attention. Hello there, little girl. How dare you enter the Grinch's lair? Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, he's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and so apparently he's showing out if that the fear of Grinch is going to her and and it's like kids today have a way so desensitized by movies and television. Oh boy. Eventually he accepts, and so everyone in Whoville is shocked to see the Grinch. So as the cheermeister, the Grinch participates in several events and begins to have fun. Oh boy. It's just hysterical. But apparently he's in for a rude shock anyway. The mayor reminds him of his childhood humiliation by giving him an electric shaver as a present before publicly proposing marriage to Martha and giving her a gaudy engagement ring. Enraged, the Grinch berates the Who's for their materialism by telling them that Christmas is only about gifts that they will end up throwing in the garbage, which is dumped on Mount Crumpet near his home. And eventually burns down the tree using this there old Who's like, I don't know what it is. I know it's a liquor or something. And burns it big time. But the Who's have a spare, and soon the Grinch goes on a rampage before returning home to Mount Crumpet. He's fed up with the Who's Christmas now, and the Grinch concocts a plan to crush the Who's Christmas spirit by stealing all their presents, decorations, and food while they're sleeping. Yeah, as he knows, that on Christmas morning all the young Who's will make the noise. Yes, now the noise. And they'll sit down to a feast, and they'll feast, feast. Yeah, I'll eat their Who pudding and rare Who roast beast. Oh man, yeah, it's something you can't say in the least. He's like, I'm speaking in rhymes. Oh boy, He sees his dog Maxa dancing around. It's like, are we having a holly jolly Christmas? Oh no! So then it comes like, if you're not gonna help me, then you might as well. Then he sees there's a bit of snow covering him, and Grinch is like, I know just what to do. So he disguises himself as a Santa Claus and dresses Max as a reindeer, which I'll get to that in just a sec. We get into this includes one of the popular tunes from the ever popular special, which is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Yes. And all he needed was a reindeer, but did it stop him? No, he says, I'll make one instead. But Maxwell's like, oh, Max! oh, oh, that was hysterical. Whew. So apparently, I like when he just does that. As like he's a director like Ron Howard, he wears a cap just like Mr. Howard does. But hey, not or maybe he's pretending to be Steven Spielberg without glasses, or I don't know. Okay, back to the story. Sorry. And soon, with a powered up big sleigh, they descend to Whoville. The first house he enters is Cindy's. And well, apparently he's not too happy. He's just trying to pretend. And gives her a little lie, like of course, saying that there's a lie on the tree that won't lie up. So eventually, allowing the old Grinch to escape. Well, at first, well, not yet anyway. And Cindy tells the fake Santa Claus, the Grinch, to not forget the Grinch himself. Thinks he's sweet and what have you. Grinch is like saying after Cindy Lou's gone upstairs with a cup of water, he's like, nice kid. Bad judge of character. And then, and right there, shoving up the tree up the chimney, there it goes. So apparently he continues to steal all the gifts, decorations, and food and stuffing them into a large sack before going back to the top of Mount Crumpin to destroy it all, pushing the sack off the side. Okay, now for the ending and well, all that jazz. 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box and fast forward. Sorry, I got ahead of myself, but alright, you've been warned if you've not seen this. When the Who's wake up on Christmas morning, they are horrified to discover the theft, and Mayor Mayhew blames Cindy for letting the Grinch ruin the holiday for the town. However, her cheerful father, the town postmaster, Lou Who, comes to his daughter's defense by explaining to Mayor Mayhew and all of the other Who's that he has finally figured out what Cindy has been trying to tell the whole town. Yeah, he's glad he took everything. Realize that Christmas is mainly about being together with family and friends, not just gifts and fancy decorations. The Who's agree with Lou and start singing Whoville's Christmas Carol. But before the Grinch can push the sack of stolen gifts off the top of Mount Crumpet, he hears the Who's singing and realizes that he has failed to prevent Christmas. Yeah, looking all puzzled. How can it be so? It came without ribbons, came without tags, it came without, well, all that other stuff. Yeah, so he thought for a moment and then he has an epiphany and finally realizes the true meaning of Christmas, causing his small heart, which was 2 sizes too small, to grow 3 sizes. Soon the sleigh full of gifts then begins to slide over the edge of the cliff along with Cindy, who had come to spend Christmas with him. But the Grinch gets the strength to lift the loaded sleigh and carry Cindy to safety, and they ride down the mountain to return everything. Oh, yeah. Well, well, Grinch is about to turn himself in, and, well, aren't you gonna arrest me? Blind me with pepper spray? See, Mayor Mayhew says he admit. And whispers, I'd go with the pepper spray. Yes, he said he was sorry. Well, everything's back to normal. Mark that appears and even turns down the mayor's proposal and returns his engagement ring to him. Claim that our heart belongs to someone else. The Grinch. Yeah. Afterwards, the redeemed Grinch joins in the Who celebration feast and carves the roast beast himself in his cave. And that's the end. So, what are my thoughts on How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Well, I'm gonna say again, was a guilty pleasure of mine. I haven't seen it in a few years, but I've watched this numerous times over the years, even when it's not Christmas time. But hey, this, I mean, just like what I've done with Home Alone, I have to admit, I really, really love this movie. I don't care what anybody says. Jim Carrey was absolutely hysterical. This is one of my many favorite movies of his he was in. And I mean, even of course, this was a bigger success for him than another movie he did the same year. And that, of course, was the R-rated comedy Me, Myself, and Irene, which I'll review sometime down the road. But anyway, now Carrie would later go on to do another Dr. Seuss adaptation. That would be Dr. Seuss's Horn Hears a Who, which Fox released along with Blue Sky Animation Studios. That might be reviewed sometime down the road as well. But anyway, the cast isn't too bad. I mean, Jim Carrey, of course, was good, but I have to give credit to the young version of Taylor Momsen. I mean, even though I now listen to her and her band, The Pretty Reckless, she's absolutely very cute and all as Cindy Lou. I have to admit, I really liked her performance as well. And of course, James Horner's soundtrack to the film, the score was absolutely really good. Ron Howard, I have to give credit to him for doing a good job in directing this. And of course, him producing this along with his good friend Brian Grazer. Of course, this was produced through Imagine Entertainment. So, anyway, and I have to agree, the makeup on the Grinch is absolutely good too. So, that's it. That's all I can say. Like I said, the story's good. It has a few misses and wily, but more hits than misses. So the question is, would I recommend Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Well, I would say, yeah. And well, in between yeah and sure, go ahead, give it a try if you've not seen it. But I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, so good. So, what are your thoughts on Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, join me next time when I bring to you another anniversary review, and it'll be on Walk the Line, which I'll also include a ranking of my favorite Johnny Cash songs along with it. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out these other videos of holiday themes and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original animated classic of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The upper right-hand corner is my recent review of the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, which just came on Disney Plus. Or if you would like another book-based movie, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my review of Paddington that I did earlier this month. Or go to the or if you're done with those, go to the or what have you, go to the bottom right-hand corner and click the button. I'm only one subscriber away from 250, so I hope to get there before the end of the year. And if that happens, a Q&A will come up. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.